Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Spill the Tea Lou on this very lovely, it is Tuesday. I was going to say this lovely Tuesday. It is, in fact, Tuesday. I am sorry, guys. I have absolutely lost the run of the days of the week, and I had to double check I wasn't going to say something absolutely off the wall there. But welcome back to Spill the Tea Lou for the 7 o'clock show on this very lovely Tuesday evening. Some of you may not have joined us for the afternoon show. You might have been at work, you might have been out doing errands, you just might have been, not feeling it earlier on in the day. So for those that don't know yet, we are officially a 500 teacup channel. Welcome to the Mad Hatter Tea Party to all of the lovely subscribers that we have. We had our inaugural super chats earlier today. We had lovely Rob sending us a super sticker. We had lovely Mama Flossie sending us a members chat. And now, some of you might have noticed, we officially can also have members now. Nobody feel obliged. Everything's going to continue in the same way, but I just want to make you all aware that it is now, in fact, an option. So if you wanted to become a member, you have the opportunity to do so. Lovely Mama Flossie is, in fact, our very first member on Spill the Tea Lou. She's got her little badge in there. She's off there. She's scoring. She's refereeing. She's refereeing an Arsenal quiz show. This woman is so in demand, it's unreal. But she's going to be back. Also, Rob, we love it. Rob has become a YouTube member. Thank you very much to both Rob and to Mama Flossie. Thank you to everybody who comes and gets involved. But as you can see, Rob is now an official member of the Teacup crew. We love it. We love it. So, and you're green, Rob. We've got all the colours now. We're like a rainbow in the chat. I love it. But thank you guys so much. So, I put in a chat right at the start. We're going to be discussing the remarks made by the Chelsea players. How would you feel if your players were speaking out like they are? Obviously, I am aware that the De Zerbi appointment has been officially announced. If we have time at the end of this video, we'll speak about it. If we don't, and we take a little while going through the Chelsea player comments, we'll speak about it on the lunchtime show tomorrow. For me, I want to talk about what the Chelsea players say first. And the reason I want to do that is because the Chelsea players, and you know what, I'm going to keep this up for a little while because it's so exciting. But so I want to talk about the Chelsea players first, because one of the things that's kind of the theme through what the Chelsea players are saying is how difficult it was for them to change manager in the middle of the season. And so I want to then, when we're discussing De Zerbi and Spurs, talk about that. So it makes sense to talk about the Chelsea players' comments first and then the De Zerbi news afterwards, because I'm going to tie them in together. As I said, we'll try and get them into one show. If we don't, because let's face it, we do like to go off on a tangent in this channel. We do get distracted. Earlier on, Guess is here now, but earlier on, we were talking about cozy mystery shows, Guess. We were talking about Miss Marple. We were talking about Poirot. You would have loved it. But so yeah, sometimes you get a wee bit distracted. If we don't get everything covered in this evening's show, we will talk about it tomorrow. So don't you worry, we are going to cover everything. I have it in my head to do it in a specific order because it's all linked. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, so Mama Flossie will be with us. She just has to finish scoring the quiz show. Lovely Lucky is in the house. Lucky is absolutely determined that Manchester United should get Tonali this summer. He is not letting it drop. He's flying the flag. Dave Boy is in the house. Good evening to our Dave Boy. And yes, so let's get stuck in to what the Chelsea players have been saying. Now, Cucurella had a lot to say because he did a full interview with The Athletic in Spain, I'm sure it was. So he had loads and loads to say. We do also have some comments from Enzo Fernandez, obviously, and we have a mini interview from Malo Gusto as well, which is really, really interesting. So we'll go through them all and we'll kind of stop and do comments and stuff as we're going as well. Oh, it's so exciting. It's so exciting. Guess has also become an official member of the Teacup crew. I love it. The little message. Welcome to the Teacup crew. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much to Guess, to Rob, to Flossie, to all of the lovely chatters that are in our house this evening and at our tea party. Absolutely buzzed. Thank you guys so much. Honestly, it's just lovely. I love it. I love it. But let's get stuck into the comments. So I'm looking at this, and you know what I'll do again, and I should have done this before the show. One of these days, I'm going to learn to do these things before the show. One day, I promise I'm going to do it before the show. I saw Chris. Chris is here and he's more or less on time. He's more or less on time. To be fair, this is normally about the time I actually end up going live. So Chris, this is basically on time. It's just that I actually started the stream actually on time. So you're on time by our usual standards, to be fair. And yes, so Lucky is saying, I heard a report about Chelsea players feeling disillusioned about the change of manager, which was what I had heard. And so I was like, that's a bit mean on poor Liam. He's only in the door, bless him. But let's go back. Oh no, I was putting it in the stream. This is what happens. This is what happens. I am way, way, way too easily distracted. So let me see. Edit. And this is athletic. Oh, that's not how you spell athletic. That is absolutely not the way you spell athletic. Athletic article on, this is the Cucurella ones. Oh, that's not the one. That is not the one. Guys, typing live is hard because I normally type quite fast, but then when I'm typing and talking to you guys, it all just goes out the window, really. Out the window. Right. Athletic article on Cucurella. So saved. So afterwards, again, you'll be able to check that out if you want to. So, Chris, I came on as soon as the notification came in. So, big up. And Guess is an official teacup. You are an official teacup. What more would anyone want out of life? And of course, we have a Boffman in the house. Now, I'm finally going to actually, after my third attempt, read some of what was said in this article. So let me see. I've scrolled. What have I done? Right. Now, this is all in this article that I'm after putting in there. So you'll be able to see it if you like. Now, these are direct quotes from Cucurella in the Athletic article. Okay. So he said, Liam is a very good person and has been great at handling the group, the characters. Cucurella said of Rosenio, he likes to stay close to us and his football ideas are good, but we don't have time to train them. We train on playing in competitive games because we play every 3 days and that leaves you with no time to work on the training ground. In this context, it is normal that your plans sometimes don't work out and then we go through difficult moments. With Enzo Maresca in charge, we were more stable because we worked together for 18 months. If you look at our first pre-season with him, there were doubts. We need a process for every player to understand what we need to do. In our last months with Maresca, we played almost by heart. If we changed the system, we knew what we had to do. You need that time. Look at Arsenal now, who are fighting for every trophy. They've been with Arteta for almost 7 years, and they have not won much, but that trust in the project gives rewards. So, those are quite strong words. Those are quite like, there's no doubt about what he's saying. And when I first read the headline, similar to Lucky, I sort of thought, oh, is this a bit of a dig at Rosenio? Because you read the headline and what you see is that he wasn't happy that Maresca was gone in the middle of the season. So it sounds like then, okay, he's not very happy about having Rosenio. But then when you actually go and read it, that's not the case. That's not the case. Oh my God, there's so many things happening. So the Chelsea boy is in the chat. So welcome to the Chelsea boy. This is the perfect first stream for the Chelsea boy to be here. So he'll be able to have a chat what we're chatting about. Boffman, welcome to the Mad Hatters Tea Party from Boffman. And he's straight in there using the member stickers. Guys, I have been a busy bee today. I made some extra cool stickers for the members. One of them, as you can see there, is a gremlin. So we often have gremlins in our system. So of course I had to make the gremlin emoji thing. I've also done one for Not a Cult. And I've also done one for when we need some IT support. So I've got a lot going on there. I've had the time of my life today. As soon as I got the little notification from YouTube telling me I could do it, I was in there, I was making the images, I was having the best time. So I was having the best time with myself. Guess is saying, I have a feeling Boffman is already familiar with the Mad Hatters Tea Party. And Rob is making use of the Not a Cult sticker. Love it, love it, love it, guys. They're so fun. They're so fun. So I've had the best time making these. Really and truly, I've thoroughly enjoyed myself. The best part of actually being approved for all this stuff is I've got to be creative. I've got to go and really enjoy myself. So do get those member stickers stuck in. If you would like to, please become a member. If not, that's perfectly fine. As I said, the content's going to continue no matter what. And just being here with your lovely self is so appreciated anyway. But absolutely magic. 3 members in one stream. Absolutely so exciting. It doesn't take much to get me excited. That's so exciting. But guys, back to the important, serious football matters. So at first when I saw the headlines, I thought, oh no, they're all turning on Rosenio already. But actually, that's not the case. What they're saying is, oh, I should probably put this up. I put everybody else's up except for Boffman's. So yes, welcome, 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 welcome. But the thing is, it's not actually a dig at Rosenio, because you hear there in the quotes, he's actually more than happy with Rosenio. He likes his ideas. He likes how he interacts with the team. He seems to think he's a good mad manager. His main issue is that when you bring in new ideas by anybody, it takes time to get used to those. And when you change manager mid-season and it takes time to adjust, that's very difficult. It can not help you. It can make you drop places. It's the adjustment period. And normally when a new manager comes in, for example, in the summer, you have the whole of preseason to train, and then you have the preseason matches to try and put it into practice before you go into the season. When you do it in the middle of the season, you have to flow. You have to go with it. And that's very, very difficult. When the manager plays a very different style to the previous manager, when it's sudden, when it's unexpected, that the manager goes, that makes it more difficult as well, especially if it's somebody that you like. So, for example, when we look at what's happening at Spurs, obviously Tudor is gone. That wasn't unexpected. The players probably knew he's likely going to be going, so they're probably not astounded that he's gone. Do you know what I mean? When it seems like the Chelsea players didn't really know that Maresca was going to be going. It took them a little bit by surprise. And a lot of them seemed to quite like him. They felt that they were maybe finally starting to get somewhere. And that's when the change was made. And that seems to be what's making them all feel a little bit like it blindsided them. And so Cucurella is speaking really clearly there, making it obvious it's not that Liam Rosenio's a problem at all. It's the way that it was done. It's the way that it happened. It's the lack of time that was given. And kind of the fact that like you can see there, look at Arsenal now, who are fighting for every trophy. They've been with Arteta for almost 7 years and they've not won much. But that trust in the project gives rewards. So Cucurella is almost saying the people who've put the project in place are the people who didn't trust it. So the board picked Maresca. Maresca come in and was doing his thing, and then they didn't actually trust Maresca to see it through, despite the fact that the players, at least some of them, felt that the project was going somewhere and getting somewhere. So it's a big, big, big thing. And it's to hear a player, an active, kind of prominent player, it's like to come out and say it so publicly, it's interesting. And I suppose for me, like, we've had this at United, manager after manager after manager after manager. They go. The thing that stays is the owners, because even at this point, a lot of the players have gone from previous managers. So it is, I kind of have tried to put myself in Chelsea fans' shoes. How would I feel if, for example, under Amorim, like a Bruno or a Casemiro or somebody had come out and said, do you know what? It's not the manager, but this board, they're ridiculous. They're not running things properly. They don't really know what they're doing. We're not a fan of the project changing all the time, and questioning the leadership at the club. I think a large proportion of Manchester United fans would probably really support that. And I think because of the feeling that a lot of Chelsea fans have about their owners and the people running their club and their board, from what I've seen online, the reaction to these quotes has been overwhelmingly positive. Now, not everybody, it's not unanimous, but it seems to be very, very positive on a large scale. Now, that's not the only thing he said. There's more that I'm going to read for you guys in a minute, but I see there Lucky is talking about Cole Palmer, and obviously there have been rumours about Cole Palmer as well, that he misses home, that he's disillusioned by the project, that he wants to go back to Manchester. There's been links between him and Manchester United. So there's a lot of talk there as well, and who knows, because with multiple players speaking out about the project, you do have to wonder, well, okay, sorry guys, this just keeps moving when I'm talking to you, and I'm going to have to keep fixing it and then it'll do my head in. But so you do have to wonder, like, how many other players feel that way? Because for them to step out, more and more players must feel like that behind the scenes. And so I said that previously when we were speaking about Spurs, when Romero came out with the comments that he came out with, and he was showing leadership, and he was, being a captain, and he was speaking for more than himself about the project, about the way the club's run, about the way things are being done. And I said at the time, he's clearly speaking for more than himself. And I think that's very much the case here with Cucurella as well. He's definitely not the only player feeling like that. A lot of these players are friends. They speak privately. They know often what each other is thinking. There's definitely more than him on this wavelength. 100%. You can guarantee it. Lucky is saying, that's why I love the Arsenal project. Every year they build on the gaps and they start to fill them in. So what else did Cucurella have to say? So obviously he said about the change in the season. It was very difficult for them. It's not a problem with Rosenio. It's more a problem with when the change took place and how it took place. But he also highlighted what he believes is a broader issue with Chelsea's recruitment. And now I'm back to the Athletic article, and I'm going to be again reading direct quotes from Cucurella. He said, I understand this is part of the club's policy and that they want to take this direction, signing young players and looking to the future. But for all of us who are still here and want to win big things, moments like this make you feel discouraged. We have a good core of players, the foundations are there, but to fight for major trophies such as the Premier League or the Champions League, you need more. Signing young players only might complicate achieving those goals. Against PSG, we lacked players that had gone through situations like that. You need time to develop, and I know the young players are the ones that will have the experience in the future, but you need to find the balance between both worlds. Now, the article goes on to say his words will resonate with many supporters and outside observers who have been banging the same drum for much of the last 3 years. Chelsea have always insisted they're open to signing the right veterans on the right terms, and they held interest in acquiring Virgil van Dijk as a free agent last summer if he had not opted to renew with Liverpool. So again, really, really interesting comments. And it's hard to say that, like, they're not balanced or they're not grounded in fact. Mama Flossie has joined us. Oh, she's come back to say a quick hello. She's still scoring the people, but she wanted to make sure she was saying hi to everybody. She's showing off her badge. She's showing off her badge, really. That's what she's here for. But again, the comments that he's making, they're very balanced. Like, he's not coming out and attacking the manager. He's not coming out and saying all these young players are terrible. What he is saying makes complete sense. What he is saying is stuff that many, many fans of Chelsea and other clubs have already said, what many football commentators have said, what many YouTubers have said. Everybody seems to agree that this strategy could hold them back. That while there are pros to it, while there are, things you can see that benefit the club, it's also a dangerous strategy because, as he said, you need balance. Yes, young players gaining experience, but you also need experienced players who have been in those positions before, who know what to do. So Lucky is saying, I like us buying players with some older and some younger at Manchester United. And I think that's very much what the Chelsea fans would like. It's not that they don't want any young players. It's that when it's all young players and it comes to these crunch moments, exactly what happened against PSG, there was nobody to look to. There was nobody to galvanise the troops. There was nobody to go, do you know what? Let's just calm down. Let's just take a minute. It's fine. Just breathe for a second. Let me see. Shem is in the house. Lovely Shem is here. Hi, lovely boss lady Lou. Hope you're well. We have a new manager. We think he's bringing Alessandro Nesta as his assistant and Spurs old boy Sandro as a coach with him. Seeing is believing and time will tell. And Shem, I'm going to be talking about that tomorrow, I think, because there's so much happening with these Chelsea quotes. And as I said, I kind of want to tie those in to what's happening now at Spurs. And so it makes sense to speak about the Chelsea stuff so that when we get to our afternoon show tomorrow, we can talk about the De Zerbi and the Spurs and all of these different things in light of kind of a player's point of view of what it's like to change manager in the middle of the season and the impact that that can have. So obviously not all things will be relevant, but it's an interesting sort of parallel to draw on. So it's something that will probably, I didn't know if it'd be tonight or tomorrow, but this show is absolutely flying and we've only talked about Cucurella. So I reckon we're probably going to be talking about Spurs tomorrow at lunchtime. But of course, if you're not free at lunch, you can always watch them on the catch-up. There's nothing to worry about there. So what do you guys think of the comments by Cucurella? So first of all, do you agree with the comments? Second of all, do you think that a player should be speaking out as vocally as this? For me, I think his comments are fair. I think his comments are balanced. I don't think he said anything dramatic, but what do you guys reckon? Oh my goodness me. Huge is in the house, and not only is Huge in the house, he is a tea titan. So we have people in the teacup crew, we have people at the Mad Hatter's tea party, and then we have Huge straight in, and he is a tea titan. There is nobody that can talk to Huge about tea anymore. He's in charge of the tea. So welcome to Huge. Thank you so very, very, very much for becoming a member. It's just Yous are all fantastic. I love it so much. Like, really, really thank you. Huge. You will now see new stickers available to you. You will see the Gremlin sticker. You will see the We Need IT support sticker. And you will also see, what was the other sticker I did? Not a cult. We have a not a cult sticker as well. I can do, because there's like levels and stuff, so I can do up to 5 stickers. Obviously, I've done 3 of them already. So I'm going to be getting my thinking cap on tomorrow, and I'm going to get some more for yous. And yes, guess, a Titan of tea. Huge is a Titan. Love it. Absolutely love it. And Shem is saying, Titan is huge. Bow down to the tea, Titan. We love it. Mama Flossie is showing off her stickers. She's getting them in the chat so everybody can see them. Huge. Huge is showing off his stickers as well. Huge is stickers there. I know they're a wee bit small, guys, but it says not a cult, and it's all tea poured into each other, and it looks slightly cult-like. But yes, guys, so fun and games, much more to come. Thank you all so much. Yous are all just genuinely fantastic. Honestly, everybody that's here, everybody that chats, comments, views, anybody that spends any time or money on this channel, yous are all absolutely phenomenal. Genuinely just blown away. Chris is saying, huge. As a tea titan, you're going to be in the bog a lot now, because tea does have that thing when you drink it that it makes your movements faster, that you need the toilet more. But that's healthy. It's healthy. What goes in must come out and all that. Just wonderful, classy talk that we have on this channel. I love it. Earlier it was cozy mysteries. Today it's bowel movements. I mean, what's not to love? Huge has given us an exclusive and said, I already am. So this is what the channel's about. Exclusives all over the place. Shem is telling Mama to put her stickers away. It's not that kind of channel. Guys, I love it. It's so much fun. And genuinely, yous are all amazing. Yous are all absolutely amazing. I love the fun. I love the giggles. I love the lightheartedness. And I love the distractions. I do love the football as well. But the distractions are great. It is really exciting. And Lucky, correct and right, Lucky. No problem. We talk everything. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Chris meant the bladder. He would like to specify. I took it to a new level with bowels, but it's all the same thing. It has that little extra ingredient. Just beside love, it has the thing that makes you go to the toilet. But on that note, let's go back to the Chelsea players' comments, because it's all related, obviously. But what do we think? What do you think of Cucurella's comments? Do you think he's right? Do you think he's right to say them, even if he thinks that? Do you think he's speaking for other players? Do you think this is the sign that players are getting sick of it? That there was the rumors about Cole Palmer, that he's sick of it, he's homesick, blah, blah, blah. And then Reece James signed his new contract. And I think collectively, a lot of Spurs on the brain at the minute, a lot of Chelsea fans sort of heaved just a bit of a sigh of relief. They kind of went, okay, we were worried that we weren't going to keep any older players. We were worried that we weren't going to pay the right amounts, but we've kept Reece James. We've got him to sign a new contract. It means we're not going to try and start getting rid of our older players. It's a sign that it's not just young players we're after if we're getting Reece James a new contract. So obviously we can breathe a sigh of relief. Then Cucurella comes out and is like, nah, lads, don't calm down that quickly. We ain't happy. We're not happy. Aaron has joined us. Aaron is officially a part of the Teacup crew. Shem is a part of the Teacup crew. Oh my goodness me, we're green. We're going to have some green tea, people. Guys, welcome. The Teacup crew is massive. It's massive. we're going to need a bigger teapot. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. Honestly, not a cult member, a teacup. Exactly right, guys. We have a sticker for that. But guys, thank you so much. Yous are just phenomenal. It really means the world. Yous are great. Yous are a really great bunch. What I'll probably do is maybe, what day is today? It's still Tuesday. We'll see how tomorrow goes. Tomorrow at 12 p.m, I'm going to do the talking about the Spurs stuff because there's so much to talk about. So I'll definitely talk about the Spurs stuff tomorrow at 12 p.m. If nothing crazy happens, which, to be honest, this international break, it's not about the football. It's about all the mental stuff that's happening. I thought we'd have loads of stuff to talk about. But tomorrow evening, maybe for the 7 p.m. show, we'll just do a free show. We'll do like a free flow show. We'll do a bit of a, we'll just have a bit of a chat. That way you guys can ask me about whatever you want. Obviously nothing too personal, but we'll just have a free show instead of I have a topic and we sort of stick to that. Well, we try to stick to that through the show. I think tomorrow, 7 p.m, barring any mental news, we'll do kind of a free show. Which will be nice and fun. Shem is chanting, what of us? What of us? I love it. Aaron says we're part of the hive. And Shem says, need the teacup therapy sessions. It is a cult. I've now become one of us. Love it. Love it. Guys, yous are so funny. Honestly, yous really make me laugh, like properly laugh. I don't know if yous can tell the way I just spend. I think I would spend, if we were to work it out, lucky, it's not really a cult, it's a joke. It's a joke, people. It's not really a cult. It's just a joke. But I would say I spend probably at least 20% of these streams laughing, if not more. I'd say if somebody looked at the time of my streams, at least 20% of it is just me laughing at yous. But yes, Chris is saying, yes, you've all drank the Kool-Aid tea. That's what I need. That's my next sticker. That is my next sticker. Chris, you've inspired me. You have inspired me. We need a Kool-Aid sticker. Kool-Aid sticker. So when things get crazy in here, you'll be able to spam the Kool-Aid in the chat. Absolutely love it. Shem wants a refund if it's not a real cult. Oh dear, I love it. We have derailed. We have derailed. We've all gone. It's sideways. Aaron's like, yeah, it's a joke. I'm going to get arrested one day because someone's going to see one of these and be like, oh my God, she's crazy. And they're crazy. Boffman is saying it's the tea cult. Yes, almost. By the way, guys, remember Chris told us that he had a football match last night and we all wished him good luck on his football match. And we said we hoped he would win. Well, what has happened is that his match ended 8-8. So it sounds like an absolute blinder, but also, and let me see, I have this, he got 3 goals and 2 assists. So Chris got a hat-trick and 2 assists in his match last night. So if anybody's team is looking for a new striker and you're a bit low on funds, give Chris a shout. Give Chris a shout. He'll sort you out. I like that. Give Chris a shout. He'll sort you out. We're off the rails. We've gone. What is the point in trying to do a normal show? It's just all a lie. It's a big lie. Guess is saying nothing in the law says you can't be crazy. Excellent point. Excellent. That's the kind of positivity we need in this chat. Shem, did the goalkeeper get sent off? Oh dear. Oh yeah. Sorry, Chris. I'm just throwing you out there. Do you know what I mean? It's all right. Well, you're blushing and I'm going to cry with the laughing. So that's a sign of a good stream, right? That's a sign. Laughing, blushing. We've all lost the plot. Everybody's a teacup. There's a Mad Hatter tea party. We have a tea titan in our midst. I mean, lucky Lucky is right. We're all on something. We're high on life, people. We're high on life. Now, I'm going to read this and then we're going to go back to this story. We're going to talk about this Chelsea team, okay? Chris says, no, the goalkeeper didn't get sent off, but he didn't have the greatest game ever. I mean, do you know what, Chris? Just take all the credit. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. But what else? Right. So we've talked about Cucurella somewhat. We've talked about Cucurella in between talking about everything else. However, Enzo Fernandez, who is Chelsea's vice captain, I love it, who is Chelsea's vice captain, has also come out with some comments of his own, okay? Comments that probably didn't please a lot of Chelsea fans. These comments I probably wouldn't appreciate from my club vice captain, to be honest. Logic is in the house. Big up to Logic. Welcome to the madhouse. But if we go to Enzo Fernandez, he essentially was talking on international duty, obviously, and let me just read out. So this, now we're back to Yahoo Sports, which, to be fair, we discussed earlier, isn't always 100% reliable, but everybody's talking about this. This did happen, so we can trust them on this one, okay? So what they have said is Chelsea vice captain Enzo Fernandez has further fueled transfer talk of a summer move to Real Madrid. The Argentine has not shied away from speculation over his future, having earlier this month cast doubt over staying at Chelsea following the club's exit from the Champions League. Asked by ESPN Argentina whether he would be a Blues player next season, Fernandez said, "I don't know. Right now, I'm focused on here, then there's the World Cup, and we'll see." A few days later, Fernandez reiterated that stance to the same publication when confirming there had been no talks with Real Madrid over a summer move, adding, "Right now, I'm focused on Chelsea. We'll see after the World Cup." He also said, "I'd like to live in Spain. I really like Madrid. It reminds me of Buenos Aires." So he said, "Players live where they want. I'd live in Madrid. I get by in English, but I'd be more comfortable in Spanish." So, I mean, my problem with that is, like, I don't know. I don't know. It's like when someone says, "I love you. Do you love me?" I don't know. I'm not sure. "Do you want a cup of tea?" I don't know. "Do you want a takeaway instead of having to cook?" I don't know. Those aren't questions you say "I don't know" to, okay? I don't know isn't the answer to those questions. When somebody says, excuse me just a moment. Guys, let me just actually reiterate something that I mentioned on earlier stream, because not everybody was there, and not to kill the party vibe, but it's just something I want to put out for everybody. Last night on the live stream, in the live chat, there were several comments made about my appearance, about my clothing. There were some sexual comments made about me being topless. We had some them stupid little emojis, the eggplant emoji. That's not going to be tolerated on the channel. I'm not like some sexual object for you to talk about in that way. You won't have seen those comments at the time because Guess and Flossie removed them because they're inappropriate. But let me be very, very, very clear for anybody who's a little bit in doubt. We are not here to discuss my appearance, my clothing, and we're certainly not here to make any sexual comments. If you do so, you will be removed from the channel immediately and you will not be coming back. It's not up for discussion. It's not a joke. It's not banter. It's not "I didn't mean it that way." It ain't happening. It's not going to be tolerated. It's not funny. It's not banter. It's not a joke. It's not acceptable. Don't do it or you won't be here. It's very straightforward. Like, I can't be any clearer at all. So that's just the way it's going to be. So just so everybody understands that going forward, fun, football, tea, movies, TV shows, all okay. My appearance and anything related to that, not going to happen, okay? So just to let everybody know, guys, and thank you so much. Thank you so much to the guys in the chat. So, like, guess is right. We're here for fun and football and tea. Rob, it is terribly disrespectful, absolutely, and it's not happening, not on my watch. Aaron's right. It's a football channel, zero tolerance. And Huge is right. We are not that kind of cult. We're not. Chris, further to Lou being my agent and trying to get me signed up, my wage demands are high. So, back to player demands. A little comment come in there, and I just want to make it clear for everybody so there's no confusion going forward. Obviously, most of our community is absolutely sensational. I just wanted to make that very clear for anybody, just in case there was any confusion. You know yourself. On the internet, sometimes people get confused and think they can say things. Lucky, at the moment, the one and only wonderful guest that I have on the channel is our very own Kai from behind the dugouts. There may be more in the future, but at the moment, the way, kind of what I've said there now, like, I want to be really careful how we grow the channel. Obviously, growing is fantastic. It's exciting. It's fun. I love it. The more people at the tea party, the merrier. But obviously, as you grow, new personalities come in, and I want to make sure that we hold on to the fact that we're fun, that it's chilled. We don't have the rage bit. We don't have any of that nonsense talk. We're not like insult. I want to keep the fun. That's something that's really important to me. I want to keep that kind of chilled out, relaxed vibe that we have going on. Again, that's really important to me. So when I'm getting guests on, that is something that I want to hold on to. And so Kai is fantastic. Kai is like really fun. He's got a really dry humor like I do. Like, he's a Chelsea fan, but will allow it. You know what I mean? He was a wee bit confused growing up. But you know what I mean? Like, he's a really good guy. And so I love having Kai on, but I'm really careful about who I'm going to be letting on the channel because I want to make sure they understand the vibe. I'm laughing at Chev and Guess in the comments there. Logic is saying, as long as we don't talk too much about tea, I'm on board. Well, we do also talk about coffee and pastries and beer and all the other things. We do also sometimes talk about football. So it's not so bad in here. We're a nice crew. Dan is in the house. Welcome to Dan Talks United. And he says, smash the like button for Lou. Do it. Never mind, Simon says. Dan says. Do what Dan says. And Guess is correct and right. Kai is also very fun. Kai put up a great video earlier. When you're done this stream, if you're at a loose end, do go and check out Kai's video he did earlier. He put on a suit and a tie, and it was very fun. Very, very fun video. You'll enjoy it. It's a good one. Yes, it is a family-friendly cult. And we have 19 likes. Woohoo! Right, gang. Right, refocus. Back to the football. Back to the football, as I see one of us. But Enzo didn't particularly shut down the move. What he said was, I don't know, and nobody's spoken to me about it yet. So basically what he's saying is they haven't reached out, so I'm not going to say too much. But if they call, I'm away. I'm going to run to Spain. I'll swim if I have to. I'm just waiting for someone to ring me. He's basically, instead of letting his agent doing the work, he's basically said, lads, come get me. Hello, I'm here. I would like to come. So yeah, I think if you're a Chelsea fan, it's not good. You're not gonna be happy if you're a Chelsea fan. He's the vice captain. Do you know what I mean? If your vice captain is basically advertising himself as, I don't know if I'll be here next season, I would like to go to Real Madrid. You're not going to be overly happy. Do you know what I mean? You're not going to be overjoyed. It's going to feel like a bit of a kick in the keister. But then we go back to the Cucurella comments. If the players are getting, like, sick of it. If the players feel they're not going to get anywhere, like what Cucurella said there was that, it's fine that these younger players are coming in, but if we want to win things, we also need to have more experience. So if a lot of them are starting to feel like, well, we don't have enough experience, it's all youth, and we're never actually going to be able to win anything, what is the point in staying here? What is the point in wasting the remaining years I have left in my very short career when these guys are determined that this is the way they're going to continue to do business? So the fact is, I'm open to leaving now. And he's obviously not going to be the only one. Lucky is saying Enzo Fernandez is open if Madrid or anyone else is interested this summer. And that is very much the way it sounded. Now, I thought the stream was already chaotic, but now Ultra has entered the Mad Hatter's tea party. Obviously, that means the chaos is going to escalate. More chaos. We love it. Huge is saying, get the likes up, lads. It's written into the cult contracts, so you have to. One day I'm going to be investigated by the police. And Ultra is in there with the happy wavy penguins. We love it. We love it. Why, what happened? Ultra, I'm not sure what hasn't happened on this stream so far. A little bit of everything, really. We've genuinely had a little bit of everything. We're trying. We're doing our very best to speak about football. Like, really, we're doing our real best. It's not going well, though. I think we've been live for 45 minutes. I would say maybe 10 minutes of that has been on football. The rest has been on utter nonsense, which I love. I just love it. Rob is showing off his new member stickers. He has the gremlin in the chat. He has IT support in the chat. And he is using his not a cult sticker, obviously. When you say it like that. The thing is, if they investigate me, they'll be like, we can't arrest her. She's crazy. We have to put her in a madhouse instead. And I'll be like, it's all right. I'm already at a Mad Hatter's tea party. And that'll be the end of me. So if I ever disappear, it's because I've been put in a no house. And I probably deserve it. I think I have a problem. I think it's happened. Too much tea. If there was ever a plot, we've lost it. It's gone. It's okay. There we go. Guess they'll get me out, guys. Don't worry. We've got a plan. But I'm going to do my best, right? I'm persevering with the story. Nobody cares about a single word I have said about Chelsea. But I am doing my best. No, Ultra, not you. She means after the police get me, she'll get me out. Dan is saying, get Lou in a straight jacket. Do you know what? I think if people thought that would work, they would have tried it before now. Let's be honest. But lads, right, we've one last thing we're going to do. And I am determined we are going to do this Chelsea talk. We're having it, lads. We're doing it. So I'm going to share a tab and we're going to watch a serious football video for about 30 seconds, okay? We can do this. You can do this. I believe in you. What's in my tea? You will never know. But, lads, last part. I know. Do you know what I feel like? I feel like I'm the teacher, okay? And this is not the first time I've even said this to you guys. I feel like I'm the substitute teacher, okay? And I've come in and I'm trying to make you guys do schoolwork and yous are like, no, miss, we're not doing schoolwork and you can't make us. And then you distract me and then we're back to the workbook. That's what I feel like. Chelsea are a workbook, okay? Which, to be fair, they're learning on the job. They're aging the men live. So maybe that's appropriate. No more madness for the greater good. Right, no, we're doing it. We can do this, okay? So we have spoken about the Cucurella comments. We have also spoken about the Enzo Fernandez comments. And poor Malo Gusto, he looks so serious in this conversation. He's not really sad. He's concentrating, okay? I'm going to play this. We're going to listen to it. And then, so help me, I'm going for another cup of tea. That's what's going to happen. Right, let's do this. Turn the sound on. That'll help. And then play the thing.
Player's perspective, because it's hard from the outside looking in to understand, but where do you feel like you guys have struggled the most this season?
In Chelsea,
Mm-hmm.
there's just, I mean, it was a bit complicated for us in the middle of the season. Enzo Maresca was, how do you say in English? Sorry, when
He was sacked.
he was, yeah. So new coach coming up. It was a big changement, I think, for the team. Everyone was surprised, to be honest. But I mean, in football, that can happen. So we just have to adapt. That's what we try to do. Before the international break, it was a tough few weeks for us in terms of results, because that wasn't what we expected. Against PSG, there's few games in Premier League, Newcastle and Everton as well that we lost. But I think this international break will be good, to refresh a little bit and to come back stronger, because we know that we have the quality for compete for the top, and that's what we will try to do. We have the FA Cup as well that we have to compete for. So yeah, I can't wait to play this type of game for the rest of the season, and show my best. Yeah.
As you said, it's a young squad, but you also have a young manager too in Liam Senior. He does things differently, a lot of like philosophical stuff too that I think a lot of the media does criticize. But for you guys as players, does it work well with you? Do you feel like he deserves a bit more respect in that regard?
Yeah, of course. I think he's a top coach. I saw that a lot of people criticize him, but
Do you understand why?
not really. I mean, I work with him a lot since he joined Chelsea. I think he's a top person, first of all, a top manager as well. And as you say, he's young. So, of course, I think there is a lot of things for him for the future that will coming. But yeah, I mean, I trust him always. If he's the Chelsea manager, is because he has the talent for this. But as I said before, like for us as a player, as a team, we just have to believe him, to believe on the way we play, to stick to our plan, and yeah, see how it goes.
Players.
Now, guys, you did so well. You sat all the way through the video. I'm so proud of you. Ultra is saying Chelsea are cooked. Don't see them recovering this season. Dan is saying he respects the ball. I'm actually going to show you another post about that in a little minute. Chris is saying he respects the ball for the greater good. Maybe he likes tea. But I thought it was really, really, really interesting. Okay, so he kind of echoed a lot of what Cucurella said. The change in mid-season was difficult. It was hard. Blah, 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 blah. But when she says to him about Liam Rosenio, do you understand why he receives these criticisms, why people take the mickey out of him? And he immediately, it was a real instinctual answer, which is why it was the one that stuck with me. And he straight away was like, not really. Like, I respect him. I like him. He has good ideas. It was just terrible timing that he was taken in mid-season. We all respect him and believe in him. So the problem is definitely not, because I guarantee you over the next few days, what's going to start happening is people going, the Chelsea players aren't behind Rosenio. They think he was a bad appointment. They don't want him. None of them have said that. In fact, they've all said he's a really good manager. They really like him. His man management's very good. The problem was the mid-season change. All of them have said that have spoken, okay? But really, really interesting. However, when you guys are talking about respecting the ball, I saw this recently and I actually didn't know when I was going to get the chance to bring it in. But This feels like a really good moment. I've saved so many things. I end up having to scroll, right? Gary Neville lost his absolute mind about this, okay? So this is from the 26th of March. So it was a few days ago, right? It was after the referee got stuck in the middle of their circle. But I actually just thought this was crazy. So like, let's read this together. Just when you guys are talking about respecting the ball, right? So Gary Neville with an absolute rant regarding players doing a huddle before the game these days. Now, at this exact moment, Mama Flossie has re-entered the chat, having not known the absolute chaos that she missed about 5 minutes ago. The absolute chaos that was going on in this chat. So welcome back to Mama Flossie. If you want to giggle, rewind the stream about 10 minutes because we all just lost it. You'll know because I look like I'm crying. That's the moment you want to see. But Rob's drinking coffee. That's okay. I like coffee too. All the caffeines are good except for the energy drinks. They taste like alcohol. Chris is saying, I always tell her I'm drinking coffee, Rob. I'm a teacup rebel for the greater good. Oh, guys. So Gary lost his little mind again and said, if you have played football since the age of 5, you trained every single day, you slept well, you've eaten well, you know every single player from the opposition team, you had your last bit of words in the changing room before kickoff, and you still need to do a huddle 10 seconds before a match starts, you are effed. You are well and truly done for. It's a gimmick. It's an absolute gimmick. He seems a little bit raging. He's really, really angry about this, right? The reason I find that funny is actually, like, it has no impact on his life. It has no impact on anyone else. It doesn't really matter. It's totally harmless. What does it do? It doesn't slow down the start of the game. It doesn't impact the game's flow. It doesn't hurt anybody. They're literally doing nothing. They're doing nothing except getting in everybody's heads, and it's working. Do you know what I mean? I don't understand the issue. It doesn't really bother me. I don't really care. I don't think it's a big deal. And I can't understand why someone would lose their mind over it. Like, I can't understand why someone would be so bothered. Don't get it at all. See, there you go. Everybody's confessing now. Everybody loves a coffee. They're all confessing. There you go. Coffee and a Red Bull. Chris, Neville doesn't drink enough tea for the greater good. Guys, I'm wrote off in this stream. I think I'm going to have to end it there. We've talked about all the things. We have talked about all the things. I don't actually know how we've managed to get through them, but well done us, because we had some distractions in that stream. First of all, thank you to everybody for being here. Everybody who took part in the conversation, everybody who liked, everybody who laughed, everybody who confessed their caffeine crimes. Thank you all so much for being here. Guess is correct. This might have been the silliest and best stream in a long time. It's honestly, I genuinely thought I was going to cry. Shem wants to know, did we talk about Chelsea? We tried, Shem, and that's what matters. But what I also want to do is give an enormous shout out to the wonderful people who have all become members. The very fantastic Mama Flossie was the first member. She did it even before the stream went live, so her message won't be here, but she's amazing. Rob Always United, Guess, Boffman, Huge, our very own Tea Titan, Aaron, and lovely Shem. We have teacups, we have people at the Mad Hatter's tea party, we have a Tea Titan, and we have a pack of absolute lunatics in the chat. Guys, since I can now do this, and since he has been so incredibly supportive of my channel, and I wouldn't have 500 subscribers without him, after this stream ends, you will be redirected to Don Hassam's channel, who is going to be doing a watch along for the international teams. If you don't want to watch it, that's completely fine, but it will redirect you to there. If you're going to Don Hassam's, let him know he's being invaded by the teacups from Spill the Tea Lou. Thank you all for being here. We'll be back tomorrow, 12 p.m. I will be attempting to discuss De Zerbi and Spurs at that point, but who knows what's going to happen on this channel. Have a lovely, lovely evening, guys. Thank you all so much for being here, and I will catch you all very, very soon. Have a good one.